Today we're having a look at this tiny little mic, DJI MIC Mini, the latest and greatest from DJI. In a quest to actually solve my mic issues across my YouTube videos, I've decided to invest into this little device, and I want to just share my views and opinions on what I make out of this device and how this is helping me record my videos, and hopefully this makes my video sound better. If you think my video still sounds shit, let me know on the comments, but let's get down to the review. So one of the main reasons why I decided to buy DJI MIC Mini over any other microphones is mainly because I've had a bad experience through the Full Aim X5M. I left 2 videos on that in my channel, so if you're interested, do go check out why that was a bad experience. So the other one I was considering was basically something from DJI or Hollyland Lock 2. But Hollyland Lock you could only buy from the Amazon store, so I didn't want to really commit. That's when I heard that DJI has just recently released this ahead of just Black Friday. So I did end up buying shortly after Black Friday, but I was quite happy not only that it's a brand new device. I'm not buying something that is a couple of years old, but it also comes with little features that is potentially, on paper at least, better than Hollyland Lock 2. Now let's look at some of the highlights or the key features of what I found really fascinating as I unboxed it and I started using this device. So first and foremost, this pouch is super smooth. The zips are really nice, high quality, and also it has room inside it, extra storage spaces to carry your memory card, additional accessories, not only the stuff that DJI give you. You get 4 wind masks. I think the gray one is apparently should be for a stronger windy weather. You get the black one like this, and my god, this is really nice. It's probably the softest wind muffs I ever felt, and they are easy to put on. I've never tried to remove them because I don't like removing my wind muffs because it does give it a bit of a character, like it's got a wig on or something. So I'm going to keep it on, but I don't think it's easy to take them off. And then the next thing is this case. So apparently it should hold 48 hours of charge in here. Even though they tell you that you can fit everything in there, you cannot fit everything. I'll come on to that in the next section. But the case can carry pretty much everything. What I really like about the case is, did you hear that? This case has a nice close and it's a user initiated open. So you have to press this harder to actually initiate it. It doesn't open any other way. One of the downsides of my Full Aim X5M was that I could just flick it open, and it was quite bad. So other than that, it's quite nice. It's got the charging indicators. It's got the USB-C charging. I just use one cable across everything. In terms of presentation, it's amazing from the outside, from the box to the inside, and the things that DJI give you. I think it's bang on the money. You won't feel like you don't get any value, at least looking at the product. Speaking of the product, my initial impression is that it is really tiny, as they say it is. Especially if you're wearing a black shirt like this, it will hide. I mean, you can potentially probably see it still because it's there, and the lights are there, but you can hide it. If I reversed it in like that, I don't think you can see it. I don't know if does my volume go? No, it doesn't go. So you can still reverse hide it. The magnets are super strong, really strong. It's one of the strongest magnets I've definitely used in an audio device for sure. And the receiver mirrors the settings that you have on the transmitter. So for example, the receiver can show the 2 LEDs in terms of whether you are connected to both of your transmitters, and it also mirrors a light. So for example, if it's just green, it's on a standard mode. If it's only yellow, that means it's got the active noise cancellation on. So that's really good to see visually. And then also the gain settings, to turn the gain settings up and down. It's really satisfying. It's satisfying to an extent, like, you know, I just end up playing with it. But for this video, I've set the gain at +6. So do let me know if this is too noisy. I'll be looking at it when I'm editing it, but by the time it's probably too late and it will just go out like that. I might just optimize my setting as I do more videos, but at the moment I've done one video with it where I've kept it at -6, as quite a few other people say. But I think that was really low, so I'm doing +6 at the moment. In my first few weeks or the few days owning this device, I have noticed few odd things. So firstly, whilst the gain setting is really good, I didn't think it made much of a difference, or that there isn't much information available in terms of what you need to do additionally with the gain setting. So for example, I felt like when connecting the receiver through the phone, the phone tends to control a lot of the output, and then when you're controlling it through the camera also started controlling some of it based on the settings in camera. So what DJI actually don't tell you is that you need to actually turn down some of the amplifications that your devices do. So in this instance, on my camera, I've turned down my camera sound to like almost 1 in the settings, and then I turned up my gain on the receiver, so therefore everything that I speak comes from the transmitter into the receiver, and there's no amplification done by my device. And then also when I tried to record something using Audacity in Mac, it didn't feel like it reacted to the gain settings. I had to go in and configure my Mac to ensure that it picked up the DJI MIC Mini. So there are a lot of configurations that if you're not aware of, it can impact the audio quality. So even if you have bought it, make sure that you reset it and reconnect the receiver and transmitter separately to your phones and then to whatever devices that you have. I think the problem is if you don't do your research, it might sound good, but it might sound even better and you don't know that. So hopefully I will be improving it as things go. I'll be changing it, but that's just one of the things that I spotted outside of the box. The other thing I've noticed was the USB-C adapters. This adapter, you need this USB-C adapter to connect to your phones, or you can buy the lightning adapter too, but they are a pain to put on. I'm telling you, they are a pain. So when you put it in, you should hear a click, so they are on, but then try pulling that off. It's a hassle. I've connected this to the camera, but these are pain to put on. If you're not careful, you will try to wrestle this, and then you will drop something. You'll drop your phone, or you'll drop your receiver, or whatever, and it will frustrate you where you think you've misaligned it, but you've not misaligned it. This is just very hard to put on. So what you're hearing at the moment is my mic connected with the noise cancellation on. I'm going to take the noise cancellation off. At the moment, it's got the green and the yellow light. So if I take the noise cancellation off, this yellow light should go off. So one press, and that should go off. You see that's gone off. So do let me know what the sound is like, and if you think this is well rounded, I'll probably use it like this. The next test is I've clipped it on like this without the magnet. So now I'm going to use the magnets and try to hide it underneath my shirt, and let's see how that goes. And I'm going to use the magnets. The magnets are really strong, so I'm using the magnet. So hopefully this is now hidden. It's really nice. It's got the DJI logo branding on it. I thought I think that's really good to actually have the branding. So this is now well hidden. I hope this gets picked up, and then I'm also going to turn off the noise cancellation to see how that sounds. I'm just going to press the power button now. Okay, that's the noise cancellation off, and it's well inside my shirt, and see how this sounds. I'll put the noise cancellation back on. Okay, hopefully this test has shown you a sort of a closed look and how the sound performs, both noise cancellation on and off, and then to just hang it on top of the shirt, noise cancellation on and off.
Hello. Okay, that is 10. That's amplifying it. 7, and it's amplifying it. 5, and it's amplifying it. 7, and it's amplifying. Is it amplifying anything? 2, 1, there's no amplification. 1, there is amplification. There's amplification. There is amplification. There's 12. Do you see how much is the camera is amplifying it? Camera is amplifying it quite a lot now. So let's just bring it down to 20. Then if we then do 6, 5, 4, you see it's still hitting the red. 6 minus 6 and minus 12. Okay, cool.
Obviously, I want to do a few more tests in terms of taking it on a drive, and then see how this sounds. I'm not going to really walk around 500 meters away from my device. There's no point for my videos to do that. There are quite a few YouTube channels that have already covered that, and I'm pretty sure with DJI, they've probably tested that and got all of this done. But I will be taking it outside and doing a few things like in terms of in a busy train, in a car, in a bus, and quite a lot of stuff. And I'll update my community pages based on some of the observations that I have. Or if you do want a much deeper review of this, do let me know in the comments and I can cover it in the deeper review. So to summarize, my initial impressions are that it's really value for money. The product has a really good quality. The touch and feel is really nice and it's sturdy. The pouch is really good. Some of the accessories you get is really good. And my voice does sound a lot more rounded. And I think you get what you pay for. I think you're investing not only in a good sound system, you're also investing in the brand, and the brand has a good reputation, and I think it's quite unbeatable. Yes, there is an alternative in terms of Hollyland Lark. I've not tested that yet, but it's head to head. I think for me, what worked is that I am buying into a reputable brand and in a brand new device, not investing £150 onto a device that is several years old. I will also share later in terms of some of the other tests that I'm looking to do with this microphone. I guess the more video I do, the better it is. But initially, just off 2 videos, I think this is really worth your money. So if you're in the market, it's really good. I will recommend it based off my first impressions. But if you think my sound does sound really awful and bad and it's not up to the standards, please do let me know. If you do want to do me a favor, do have a look at some of my older videos, just probably 3-4 videos back, and then just compare the sound and let me know whether the sound is really full, and I think it is. But if whether you think I've made a mistake, do let me know, because I'm within my returns period, and if you think this is wrong, it doesn't sound good, I will change it. One thing why I'm relying on the community in terms of feedback is mainly because I've seen a lot of YouTube reviews say the right thing about this product. So don't get me wrong, that they all say the right thing and my experience has been correct. But what I often found is all these reviews they just take this device out when they do the outdoor testing, but most of the filming is actually done on the shotgun mics. So it doesn't actually give a good indication of how this sounds throughout the whole video. What I've done here is actually to wear the device, and this will be the only device that I wear. So my sound, there isn't something else that I can compare in terms of, yeah, I've got a shotgun mic and this. So the only thing I can compare is this. So I do want to sort of bring that in a sense that a lot of the reviews out there, if you think they sound good, do pay attention to whether they are wearing it, because most of the time, all they have is a shotgun mic. Okay, till I see you in the next video. Peace out.